Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Graham on behalf of Kristen Olson Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. You can visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of daily classes available online. And 5 days a week, you can join us in person if you're local in Palm Springs. Details all available on that schedule. And there's also a tip jar available online where you can make donations to support these offerings. We'll start out today in a seated or kneeling position. You don't have to sit the way I'm sitting. Sit so you're comfortable. I'm sitting on a couple blocks to let my pelvis tilt forward and the front of my chest open. But maybe what's comfortable for you is something else. Close your eyes if you want. Bring your attention to your breath to let it start slowing down and getting deeper as you settle into your comfortable seat. Length of the spine all the way up from the base. Think of the crown of your head rising as you're breathing in. Observe the movements of your breath and the way those movements feel. Scan your body and take in whatever other sensations are present for you in this moment. What is your body telling you? Pay particular attention. Take note of anything that doesn't feel so good so that you can keep it in mind as we practice, knowing that you're always welcome to skip or modify any part of practice. And whenever your attention is drawn away from observing your body and noticing your breath, gently redirect and come back to these points of focus, these intentions of self-observation and self-care. If you wish to also weave in any intention more specific to yourself and your own practice, you can do so now. With our intentions in place, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. You can let your eyes open if they're closed. Start at the top with the neck, let your chin come towards your chest. Slowly and gently move your head in circles, rolling your ear towards your shoulder, letting your gaze tip towards the sky, and continuing on. Pausing if you like at any spot feel particularly tight to maybe rock back and forth and explore easing out some of that tension. When you finish your next circle, take a few in the other direction. When you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Inhale to draw your heart forward or your head back. Exhale, draw your heart back and let your head shift forward. Take a few more breaths like that at your own pace. Start to bring in a circular movement. As you bring your heart forward, go to one side. As you bring your heart back, go to the other. See if you can keep grounded in both sides of your seat. This may limit the size of the circle, but keep the body stable and safe. Take a few circles the other way. And when you finish the next circle, sit up tall again. Maybe reground, rearrange. Reach your arms to the sides, rest your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the right. Staying grounded here in both sides of the seat. Feeling for length all through your left side. Inhale to bring yourself upright. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the ground behind you and your right hand to your left leg. Inhale to lengthen up again. Exhale to invite your body to twist some more. Exploring that dynamic with each breath. Lengthening and maybe going deeper if it feels beneficial, if it seems like there's room. Let yourself unwind and come back to center. Inhale to raise your right arm up. Exhale to reach across. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, come into the twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind and come back to center. Let's take a real simple forward fold. Just rest your hands on the ground in front of you. Walk them forward as far as you can, wherever that is. And let your head come down, let your neck disengage. Breathe into your back. Breathe into wherever you feel tension or a strong sensation here. You slowly walk your hands back in, press yourself upright. Now let's come up up onto our hands and knees. You could tip forward or tip to one side. Get there however you like. Bring your hips above your knees, shoulders above your wrists or a bit behind your wrists if that feels better on your wrist. Inhale to bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale to bring your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Continue like that for a few more breaths at your pace. After your next exhale, come back to table with your spine sort of parallel to the floor. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. Take a couple breaths. With your next inhale, reach your left arm out in the side. If you like, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up and reach straight back through the sole of your foot. And to go even further, if you want, bend that knee, reach back. See if you can take hold of your foot or ankle or pant leg, kick against your hand and lift your knee and lift your chin. Release and lower down. Reach back and press into the ball of the left foot. With an inhale, reach your right arm to the side. If you like, on the next inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. And if you like, bend your knees, reach back and see about that bind, that additional stretching. Release, lower down. Then make your way to child's pose for a minute. Bring your big toes together. Open your knees further apart if you like. Sit back towards your heels. Bring your hands forward. Let your head come down. Vary your child's pose however you want, whatever suits you. Check in with your breath. Scan your body. Come back to your intention. Inhale, bring yourself forward, up, back to table. We'll start to stand into a forward fold. You could use blocks under your hands to ease the transition. Step your left foot up and step your right foot up to meet it. Hang out in your forward fold, maybe using blocks for support or setting them aside, letting your hands hang in the air or drag on the ground, or hold your elbows as you sway back and forth, bending one leg and then the other. Feel the weight of your arms and your head drawing down towards the ground. Gently shake your head no. And nod your head yes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let your hands down at your side. Lift your left shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the side. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Bring your chin towards your shoulder. And draw half circles with the chin. Let your chin come down towards your sternum. And up to the other side. Back down towards your sternum. Up to the other side. Face forward again. Inhale, open the arm. As you exhale, cross them the other way. Bring the chin towards your shoulder. Roll it down past your sternum. And up to the other side. Down to center. And back up again. And turn your head forward. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a couple breaths. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms towards the sky. Look up at your hands, lift up your heart. Inhale to bring yourself upright. Exhale to bend to the left. Inhale to come back up through center. Exhale to bend to your right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, let your arms come back. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Let your knees down if a shorter plank is better. Let your hips come down in line with your shoulders and your knees. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. See if you can keep your elbows in closer to your body. Let everything go. And pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height is right for you and your lower back each time. Lift into your body. Exhale, rock back through table. Curl your toes under. Press into your feet to lift your knees. Press into your hands to lift your tail to downward dog. And pedal your feet up and down for a few breaths, lengthening throughout the back of your body. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. This time as you exhale, lower. Maybe go halfway. Go all the way if you like. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. This time as you exhale, work floor. Reach your arms out to the side. Gripping the floor with your right hand. Walk your left hand in and press away from the floor. Rock onto your right hip. Right side of your head. Now maybe that's plenty to do. You could stay right there. If you want to explore further, you could lift your left leg away from your right. Let your heel drift back. And if you want, bend your knee and see what happens, letting the weight of the leg hang. See, maybe the foot will drift closer to the floor there, opening the hip and giving a nice final twist. You could keep the left hand where it is or reach it up. Explore rotating in your shoulder socket. Or explore a half bind, bringing the back of your hand to your lower back or towards your right hip. You can let your head rest on the ground. I have my head like this because of my headphones. Came into this and realized or remembered this is tricky to do with these big headphones on. I can't rest the side of my head on the ground. If you move your left hand, bring it back to the ground. Press into it to stabilize yourself. And then if you move the left leg, lift it, straighten it out and bring it forward. Let it come back down to your other leg. Walk your left hand back out. Come back onto your belly and rest for a few breaths. Maybe tune into how one shoulder feels compared to the other. Myself down so I could do this on the other side. I'm a little close to the lovely plant behind me here. When you're ready, gripping the floor with your left hand, walk your right hand in. Press yourself up onto your left hip. Stay there, or if you want to go further, raise your right leg, let it drift back. Maybe bend your knee. See where the leg wants to go. Maybe that's enough, or maybe you want to play with extending your right arm, letting it rotate like an owl turning your head, arm in the shoulder socket. If you move your right hand, bring it back, and plant it for stability. And if you move the right leg, slowly rewind, bring it back by the other leg. And walk your right hand back out to the side, rest on your chin or rest on one cheek for a few breaths after you come back onto your belly. Bring your hands in onto your shoulders. Press into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now let's play a bit with tree pose. Keep your hands at your heart, set your eyes on something directly ahead of eye level, not going to move. You can step over by the wall or a steady piece of furniture. Just staying stable as you explore, using one leg more than the other, maybe tilting on one leg. Shift your weight from one leg to the other with your feet planted. When you're ready, bring the weight into your right leg. Let that knee stay soft and responsive. Don't lock it up. Turn your left toes out, bringing your feet perpendicular. And bring the heel in up onto the ankle. Maybe stay there, or maybe bring the sole of your foot to your calf. Pardon me. Maybe bring the sole of your foot to your thigh. Just never want to press on the side of your knee. Your hands could stay at your heart, or the branches of your tree can grow wherever you might want. Maybe this breeze, your tree is more still. You want to play with the breeze or try to resist the breeze? Not that one, but that was this one. No, we aim at stillness. We never really stand still. Always from movement. I can tell you from having done modeling work for art classes that even when you're really trying to be still, it's impossible. There's always some movement. We aim at steadiness, right? Thira Sukha, strength and ease, and interclass the dynamic. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart and bring your knee forward and let your foot down. Shake out the right leg and anything else that you'd like to shake a bit. And when you're ready, hands back at your heart. Shift your weight side to side a few times and reground your feet. Reset your hips. Reset your gaze on that fixed point. It's going to help you stay steady. When you're ready, bring the weight into your left leg. Remembering to keep the knees soft. Turn the right foot out. Bring your heel to your ankle. Stay there. Also higher with that foot if you like. Just make sure the knee is out to the side wherever the foot might be. We're working on opening this into strengthening the core and playing with balancing. Do whatever you want with your arms. What do the branches of your tree want to do? Bring your hands elsewhere and bring your knee forward and let the and shake as needed. Now let's come down. Give the leg a break. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. Bring your hands to the mat under your ankles or over your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your neck disengage, your head bow, and breathe into your lower back. Slowly walk your hands back and press your torso upright. Keeping your feet together, bring your heels in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers and grab your feet in your hands. Wriggle on your seat, bring the bones in your seat closer to the ground to tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge at your hip, fold forward, spine nice and long. Maybe your elbows pressed down to the inside of your leg. When the long spine stops lowering, let your head lower again and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit yourself up. Turn your hands to the outsides of your knees and lift your knees towards each other. Extend your legs and use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Walk your hands down your legs as far as you can, wherever that might be. It doesn't matter where it is. Just find your furthest point here. Bring your left hand over by your right hand and take a couple breaths. Reach your right arm out to the side and turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down towards the ground. Reach the back of your hand towards your left hip and draw your right shoulder back. Extend your arm and bring your right hand to left hand. Bring your left hand over to your left leg. And bring your right hand over by your left. Reach your left arm out and turn your head to the left. And turn your thumb down. Reach for your right hip. Draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm Bring your left hand back to your right hand. Bring your right hand back to the right side. Walk your hands up your legs, sit up. Nudge your legs back in towards each other. Flex your feet back towards you. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Let your knees bend if they want to. When you inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. When you exhale, think of lowering some more. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your leg and sit yourself up. Plant your hands on the floor right by your hips. You could do this with blocks under your hands if you like. Some folks can do it with or without blocks. Some find they really need the blocks or really like it better with the blocks. You press into your hands, keep the feet and legs engaged. Inhale, press the floor away, lift your seat. It's okay if your seat doesn't actually lift off the floor. Exhale, lower down. So maybe you want to try it once with the blocks, once without. We'll do it one more time. When you're ready, press into your hands. Inhale, lift. Maybe a little longer this time. Exhale, lower. Draw your knees in, plant your feet. Bring your hands behind you, feet forward, and gently come down onto your back. Take your time. Bring your heels as close to your butt as you can. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Draw your right knee in towards you now. It's not a lot of movement to the knee. This is about your hip. So maybe your right foot doesn't lift off the ground like mine did. And maybe you don't feel there's much movement going on. Another way to do this, if your foot has stayed on the floor, is you can press into the ball of your foot and lift your heel like that. Another way to explore the action of it. So maybe your hands are at the side of your thigh. Maybe you can interlace your hands behind your knees. Move your left hand to the inside of your left knee and nudge your left knee away from you as you're still drawing your right knee towards you. Now we're working on both hips. Let your arms relax. Let your right foot down if it's been raised up. Plant your left foot and cross your right ankle above your left knee. And bring your hands to your left thigh. Draw your left knee in. Option to have the foot on the floor and lift the heel, pressing into the ball of the foot. Move your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Nudge your right knee out as you continue Draw your left knee in. Let your arms relax, let your left foot down. Put your right foot down. Now cross your left knee over your right knee. And then lift your knees in towards your chest. Reach for your feet. Now, if you can't quite get your feet, you might do a bit of a sit-up. That's helpful. Or use your arms to draw your feet towards your shoulders. No, we're not coming to the shoulders. Just deepening the cross of the leg. Exploration of the outer half. The seated version of this pose, and with the legs crossed like this, I can't properly stay seated. That's how it is for me. One cheek always lifts off the ground if I do this in Mukasana seated. I really like this reclined variation. Release your feet, uncross your legs, plant the left foot, cross right knee over left knee. Draw your knees in towards you again, reach for your feet again. Get your feet in your hands. Gently, gradually explore, drawing a little more and more with the arms. Release your feet and cross your legs. Hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back to massage it against the ground. Put the soles of your feet down. Feel close to your butt. We'll play with bridge pose a bit. Put a block between your knees on the middle position if you like. And press into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift your hips up to bridge pose. If you want to go to here further, if you want to go further here, you could wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other, clasp your hands under you, and reach your knuckles towards your heels. If you're clasping your hands, unclasp them. Exhale, slowly lower down. And explore floating up and down in bridge at your own pace for a minute. Inhale to go up and exhale to go down. I forgot to bring my strap up. So I'll you explore bridge. I will go fetch my strap. You can go as high as you want, as slowly as you want. Take extra breaths where you want, at the bottom or the top of your bridge movement. You could repeat the clasp of the hands if you want to explore the bind again. Maybe take the quarters bridge a little bit. Maybe you already did that. Come out of the supported bridge, press into your feet. Inhale to lift your hips. Remove the block from underneath you. Exhale, forward to the ground. Move the block out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest. Bring your strap under your feet. Hold one end of each hand. Let's misplace the strap. I'm using the belt here. Demonstrating that it doesn't have to be a yoga strap. Point your toes up. Point your toes down. Let your feet relax. Take your left foot out. Press the back of your left leg to the floor. Hold both parts of the strap with your left hand. Then reach your right arm to the side. Draw your leg over to the left. Turn your head to the right and see if you can keep your shoulders grounded. Come slowly back to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip. Now let your arm and your leg fall over to the right. Very gently come back to center and switch with your left leg and tap into the strap. Take your right leg out. Put your right leg down. Reach up down to the side. Draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Let both shoulders remain grounded. Come slowly back to center. Take the strap with your left hand. Press down on the front of your right hip. Let your limbs open to the left, keeping the right side anchored down. Nice and easy. Come back to center. Raise your right leg. Release it. First chop aside. Reach your feet out. Get your hands up to grab your legs for your feet. And play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Play with inverting as long as you like. Whenever you feel complete, make your way to your final resting pose. You integrate the benefits of your work, whether that be the traditional corpse pose with your legs extended, feet spread apart, and hands resting up by your hips, or some other pose of your choice, wherever you can be comfortably still for these final minutes. Quiet, breathing, grounding, settling. Maybe focusing on your breath, on the intention you have set for yourself, or on nothing in particular. Start to give yourself some deeper breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and ankles. Gently turn your head side to side. Let your movements keep growing bigger and bigger. Take your time and move mindfully. And whenever you're ready, you can gently sit yourself up. And bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors the sharing light within you.